I'm just going to change the alphabetical order to make it easier to parse in my head. Yeah. Okay. And that's increased.
Horrifying.
Oranon cannot relate.
I have a drawing tablet, and I use it as my second monitor. It's actually 10 years old now. I should probably get it replaced whenever it breaks. I should it.
Thankfully, they hear all of you. Good. So, that said, hello. Once again, this is the Electric Metropolis. I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. We're playing Fabula Ultima, the castle that would pierce the horizon. And we will start with our opening poem. In days when dawn yet wore a crown, and light was not yet weary, there walked the child of the Sun Elves, fair Ibrahim, up proud and airy. His eyes were coins of molten gold, his tongue a song of morning. He spoke of truth and shining ways, of light's eternal warning. Yet hearts that burn too fierce with day soon learn the sun may falter, for every flame that lights the sky has cast its own dark altar. Then came Orwenna, robed in dusk, her voice a crimson prayer. She whispered, not of death nor night, but mercy masked and fair. O child of radiance, O star too bright, your light blinds those who see. Kneel not to gods of hollow glass, but bow instead to me. And Ibrahim, in his youthful pride, thought shadow but a jest. He dreamt to master both the lights, to put his will to the test. If I must learn the dusk to heal, then dusk I shall become. If light is blind, then shadows see. I'll be its chosen son. So did he climb the mountain's flank, to where the grand Arcanum slept, a heart of suns and crystal locked, where angels once had wept. He touched the glass, he heard it sing, all the world grew still. The light that once had crowned the world bent softly to his will. But as the glow consumed his form, the sorceress drew near. She sealed the heart in dream sandstone and whispered in his ear, Now you are mine, O sun's lost heir. Your brilliance turned to chain. The light you loved lies buried deep, and I shall bear its pain. In mirrored halls of molten glass, the cultist bowed in sorrow. He saw no dawn, he felt no dusk, only endless, broken morrow. His worship grew to trembling faith, his prayers to chains of gold. He built his shrines in hollow dreams, his hymns were calm and cold. O Morwenna, mother of shade, your mercy I implore, for I cannot free the light I love. Then let me guard its door. And so he did, through endless years, his faith both pure and dire, a priest of shadow bound to serve the tomb he made his pyre. When ages turned and memory thinned, and heroes came again, they found his temple still alight with unrepenting flame. He greeted them in sorrow's tongue, his eyes twin embers now. The light you seek is caged within the hands that once did glow. And when the last pilgrim spoke his name and bade him seek release, Ibrahim wept and softly said, To free the light, is to end its peace. Then, as the tomb did tremble deep, and Aether's voice did call, Ibrahim bowed to dusk at last, the gilded shadows fall. So mark ye well, O keepers of flame, who walked where dreams decay. The brightest sun can birth the night, if pride should lead the way. For love of light can blind the soul, pity serve as chain. Thus fell the child of morning's grace, Ibrahim, the gilded shadow.
I can tell I've missed a lot.
Oh, a lot. That's one way to put it.
So,
I've apparently missed everything.
Zevin, you initially rode up inside into the mountain with the rest of the party. The place that barred your ley line pass, and there was this grand edifice, this compound, this temple within the mountain. Your train lights lit it up, but within it, a grand light shone. You had stayed behind to do some tinkering on the train, perhaps trying to find some other way to get around the compound if you couldn't move the compound. And, Ibrahim was just going to lead, Lucius and everyone to the door. No big deal. And if they needed help, they could just shout for you. It's not, especially so because of your Esper ability, yes? Because you can usually talk to people, as long as they're within, what we decided was like a hex of you.
One hex.
The 1 day's away.
It's a day's travel, yeah.
So, there was no harm in letting them wander ahead of you a little bit, and it's just a building, and Abraham seemed to be ever confident that they'd be fine. And then as you kneel to do your work, your friends vanish, and Abraham stands alone. He turns and looks back at the train, his eyes molten gold, laced with dark purple energy.
Is this what Seven sees right now, or is this like the narrative view that he is looking at her while she's turned around?
You know what? Let's add that extra wrinkle. Give me insight as part of it. Let's see if you notice this menacing glare.
Menacing.
Oops.
Girly Pop has one thought, and it might be train.
Yeah, at first you don't notice anything. They were doing things, you're working on things. So what would you do on your train while you're getting things set up? How do you plan to get around this building, this temple in the middle of a mountain?
Well, it's checking the wheels, making sure that everything, I can get as much of the sand as I can out so it doesn't start grinding things down. And then it's going through all my charts to try to figure out if there's a path around this that if I had to bend the ley line, which I really don't want to do, the absolute minimum distance I can bend it to get us around this thing.
Give me insight as part of it.
She wants to train. This is her natural habitat.
You posit that there's something about the building that you might be able to naturally, gently edge the ley line to still be in contact with the building, and that instead of it costing you 2 wedges, it would just cost 1. Not ideal. You'd rather just spend none. It'd be better if the building wasn't there, but if you keep it relatively close to where it last was, you're just moving it like a little bit. You're just kind of bending the ley line, and ley lines hate to bend. Ley lines love straight lines, and they cut hard corners across the world. They don't bend like rivers. But you can make this one bend for a river. Not forever, but enough that you can get around it.
And once that's set, once again checking all the suspension on everything, checking on my little robot duplicate who has still been tucked into a little bed. The guest corners, making sure that hasn't moved.
Give me Give me insight as part of it for Droney, because they might notice something is creeping up behind you.
For Droney specifically.
Yeah. Because you didn't notice it, but Droney might. You're too busy with your work. It's very complicated work. Yeah. You hear a warning blare and a challenging... It's a noise you don't hear Droney ever do. It's the challenge alarm of, hey, intruder, what are you doing? Partly it's to alert the intruder, hey, you're doing something you're not supposed to do. It's also to alert anyone who knows drones, something's wrong. So you instinctively know to look, because usually that's you in trouble, if it's that noise. And it's like, oh wait, it's your drone. And oh god, there is the Sun Elf glaring at you with his molten eyes, his hands alight in purple fire. You can see a hint of radiant light in their center. And he says to you, in a very old, antiquated elfin tongue, "This is for Morwenna."
Corby, dearest Corby, question for you.
Yeah.
Where's my weapon? Do I have it on me, or did I leave it in another room?
Leave what?
My weapons.
Oh, no, there's no reason you wouldn't be walking around with your weapons. But...
Do I have a wrench?
Oh, no, you have your weapons, is what I'm driving at. Yeah, but you could have a wrench.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I have my weapons. I was going to be like, oh.
And so, initiative, he doesn't get surprised on you. And here's a fun fact. Here is a clock of when the party gets back to you, because they're in the dungeon right now doing stuff. At some point, they do get out. So, let's just say there are ways that clock can advance. And there's ways it can be slowed down. But until then, the rest of the party does not come to help you, because they're still in the dungeon.
Wait, I have to say it. Here's a clock, but no pressure.
Right?
And this person is an elite.
I'm scared. I'm scared either. Come help me.
Yeah, it's your initiative to roll.
That was my initiative to roll. I'm like the worst initiative.
Aha! I am not surprised. Aha! I'm slow as balls. Does that beat this person's initiative? That's their base. It gets a bonus for being elite. I think it's +2. You have to roll again.
Oh.
You tied.
Roll again?
Yep, you tied with its initiative.
Oh my gosh. Sure.
You have to roll again.
How many times are you going to roll 11?
Someone's just gonna
roll it again. Roll it a third time.
Someone's just gonna keep getting ties to wait, just to stall him out until the party gets there.
Just soft walk the game.
The answer is yes.
No!
Yes, despite the warning, you are unfortunately caught off guard. Well, not caught off guard. You're not caught off guard, but you are. He is moving far too fast. You've seen, despite his decrepit appearance and his warbling ways, in his vengeance, he is alive with his petty malice, with a gaze you have not seen since you fought the sorceress.
Like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Feels like a lifetime ago, though. Which for you it was.
And
Well, for us, it was also a couple lifetimes ago, but that's a whole other conversation.
and don't worry, you all get a Fabula because I introduced a minor villain.
Oh,
Right.
yay, yippee.
Cool.
I also get some Ultima. Not a ton. I could just get 3 because he's a minor villain. He's just a dude with a vengeance.
Just 3 for your stack of 30.
Yeah.
Yum yum.
And so he sways his magical staff that seems to forge itself out of shadow into his hand. And then at its top, it blazes like a brilliant full moon, and then turns from a bright pale blue to a angry purple. And it's almost like he flings the moon at you. Seems to be casting a spell. Hope that didn't hit. 8 for your magic defense.
Does not hit.
Yeah, the magical spell loops towards you, and you feel yourself transfixed for a second, like you don't want to move, and then you're like, oh, I need to move, and you snap out of it and you move out of the way as it burns a hole into one wall of your train and just keeps going until it goes woo, up the other side.
Yikes.
The turn goes to you.
Right. Okay. First thing I am going to do is I pull up my Esper class at the very bottom of my very long list. Oh, it's not. They are not suffering from a status effect. I forgot, but I will save this for later. 7 is going to look at this guy and know that there is nowhere to run right now. Which means she needs to have everything on her side that she can get. And she will pull out a Magisphere and chuck it at Droney and cast Divination on herself.
Oh, cool.
Oh, so you give yourself a view of the future.
Yep. So Droney's predictive is going to be her predictive algorithm.
Ibrahim sneers and says in his antiquated elfin tongue, "Ah, the predations of magical technology. The great mistake of the Radabarans. What a fool you were to ignore Rowena's soft embrace." And he flings another spell at you.
Oh, so you knew who the Radabarans were, you lying little
Does 13 hit your magic defense?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get done.
I lied to you. Does 18 hit your magic defense?
Yes. That's with a 5 and an 8 out of 2d10. Ugh.
Because I actually screwed up on the last spell. He has a bonus on his spells. I forgot about that. Sorry. That's okay. Oh, I did use up magic anyway. So use up mana, spell or not. Can run out of magic.
I believe 7, you might be cooked.
7 is cooked. She's a glass cannon.
28 dark damage.
28. Oh gosh.
That's nasty.
28. Look at that health loss. Oh my god.
As the ball connects this time, as you stare transfixed at the orb, and then at the last possible second, you're like, oh, I need to move, but you're too late, and it hits you in the shoulder, and wow, that hurts immensely as
Which
it tries
shoulder?
to burrow to your right shoulder.
Ooh.
And now, It's time for what you've all been waiting for. No, I'm just kidding. So, certain people are going to get out of the dungeon.
Eventually.
Because you will complete your dungeon and realize that you need to hurry up and get out of there. For your turn, either Aether or Lucius, you can attempt to move the clock of getting back faster. Basically, it's Dex is part of it, and we're describing basically how fast you moved through the dungeon trying to clear it, because you knew you'd have in your world for a long time you were in a race anyway. So, and then your real selves, when they woke up, realized, oh crap, Zevin's outside by herself. We really need to get to this dungeon quickly. So, either of you can... actually, each of you get to do a roll here, because the bad guy took all his turns, so...
Yeah.
By all means, go ahead.
Actually, I think I'd rather support you.
Oh, well, I think we each get our own roll, though.
I know. I have a thing that will be useful here.
Okay, then I'll go
with
first.
the clock.
All right, let me make sure I don't have something that would be useful too, because I think I might. Just checking. So I know that we're in a hurry. Question for the GM.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm in a hurry and I choose to do a ethereomorph on the way, like at the beginning of the scene, because we're trying to go fast, take a form that I think would be faster, would I be able to keep that form when we arrive at the battle, because it's like part of the scene to arrive to the battle, or
you would need to, as part of this turn, do your Theomorphosis, and that would stay into the scene, but you wouldn't be you could Theomorphosize and it would stay until you got here, because this is all one scene of the cutscene. We saw this battle, and then we slash the screen in half, and we see you guys running around in the dungeon as a clock ticks down, sort of thing. So it is all one thing right now. We're just montaging your part for this fight.
All right, I think I'll hold off for now, because I actually don't have one that can increase my dex, unfortunately. But just triple checking things. Make sure I don't have anything that'd be particularly useful here. I mean, protect and stuff requires me to be there, and I'm not there yet, so... Yeah, I guess I'll just do my dex roll as fast as I can. Let me check and see if my equipment can be modified to be more effective here.
And I can assist with insight. Because thank you, wise counsel.
Are these dex checks considered attribute checks?
I'd say so, yeah.
Because I could switch my accessory and gain +1 to all attribute checks. But you know what? It doesn't feel worth it, because I'm going to want that other one on when I get to the battle. I'll just make the roll. Alright, so dex is part of it. I got decent dex, so here we go.
And that's 16. Additionally, I spend 10 of my so many mind points. Jeez. And a couple things happen because of my wise counsel ability. We get one more section on the clock.
Okay.
And you don't have any negative effects, do you?
Let me check and see if I have any currently. I think I might actually have one. Nope. I'm not enraged, dazed, weak, poisoned, or shaken.
Okay, cool. In that case, you regain 20 mind points.
Well, I'm already well over my. I'm over my cap, so I'm good.
It happens. You just get no mind points.
I appreciate it, but yeah, but like
Yeah, this
that-
is all,
this-
I have to pick
the
two
extra-
options, and
yeah, the extra slot was still good though. Like if nothing else, filling the clock faster. Great call.
As you
But
all,
yeah, like you, I'm overcharged. Go ahead. Sorry.
You all acted last, therefore he gets to act first. As Aether, Lucius, and more Duncan rapidly make their way through the dungeon. Zevin, I imagine she really wishes they would hurry the heck up with whatever they're doing in there, because she's by herself in a fight. This isn't good.
trying.
Might be better to make your own roll next time.
Maybe we'll see.
If we each get 2 or 3, that would be at least as much as we got already.
Yeah.
Little did you know, Zevin Demeril, that the sorceress foresaw your intervention here, and knew to curse them, and bind them in the light to defeat that shape-changing rabbit once again. You will fall here. You will fall, and I will steal your magical transportation. I shall free I shall. He just he looks very confused for a second, and you notice his eyes flicker and brilliantly shine with golden light. He needs to make a check. Something happened. He wastes his turn as he grips his head and begins babbling incoherently. At first, you may mistake it as, maybe it's just that archaic and elven language, you're not understanding him, and then it's when you see him grasp his head, it's like, no, he seems to be actively in pain somehow. But the turn goes to you.
I am not giving him mercy for this. It's him or me. What I need is to make sure he doesn't kill me instantly. $15 to hit.
Blam. I'm pretty sure that hits even with any bonuses you hit. Wow, his defense is pretty high. It's not that high, though. Yeah, that hits him.
And I would like to inflict for debuffs. Inflict slow and shaken.
Low and shaken. Fire a warning shot near his head, which really makes him a lot more wary moving around in the train, because this is close quarters. He doesn't have a whole lot of dodge room right now.
Somewhere in the multiverse, James Bond perks up. Oh, that was stirred.
Blam. Journey darts around. And on his second turn, he winces in pain. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I rolled D10s. I should be rolling D8s. My bad. The flash of gold around his eyes darkens even more to the angry purple. It seems that the party needs to hurry up before Abraham's spell fully manifests itself. Aether and Lucius, you're in the dungeon.
Okay, I'm just gonna make a roll against this.
Okay, go ahead.
Dex is part
It
of
looks
it.
like you pushed the clock back a wedge.
I did.
I did not see that before. Okay. I believe in you.
That's one.
Okay, my turn. I grab the other two by the hands and jolt forward. I make them hold on to my ears as I run.
One more. Goes to him once more. And You see a phantom of Morwenna ghosting over behind Ibrahim. A woman much younger looking than what you've seen before, but cackling all the more maliciously as she seems to be... You can see her hands kind of darting about as if she's moving a puppet. And Ibrahim lurches forward and points his moon staff at you and flings another shot at you. But he is shaken, but he has a harder time doing it. That is 13. Does 13 hit your magic defense?
Yes.
That is 26 dark damage.
Oh. I am in crisis.
The phantom laughs maniacally, and you see a sort of waned chuckle come out of Ibrahim's face. But the turn is yours.
I'm in crisis. That is not a good thing to be.
Although you do have your thing, your emergency thing.
Yes. That's what I'm using.
Your emergency
Okay,
thing.
Yeah.
Emergency item.
Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out the Magisphere item. Inventory action for Magispheres works. Okay. Let's see how much I can heal out of this versus that. A 7 is going to perform the heal action with her Magisphere. Let me get that.
Oof.
As she spins up one of her little floating guns, it goes blam directly into her side. Ow.
Ooh.
This is really meant to have some distance before you shoot it, but, you know.
Yeah. I'm not supposed to do this at point blank.
Don't do this.
Picturing the Persona 3 transformations.
Yeah. Glass shatters out the other side. Fall out of crisis.
And she gets her action still. Can I call for help?
You certainly can, because you have your mental ability, so they can hear you. Will is part of it. During the dungeon, they may hear you, that you're in trouble, and they need to hurry up with whatever it is they're doing. You basically can advance the clock. Or not.
No. I can re-roll that. I've got my precognition up.
Your precog.
Divination.
You see murders before they happen.
If you have to perform a check,
God.
it's not a humble or critical success, you may force the creature to re-roll 2 dice. I'm a creature.
Debatable, but yes, you can reroll.
Evan, please lock in.
We're trying.
Cry out to them. You get a vague sense that the first time you cry out to them, you're crying out to people who are not your friends, but they seem to have very similar thoughts. Like when you reach out to them, you reach out to your friends because you know how your ability works, more or less. And you ran into alien minds who were confused, and that kind of helps them understand that they are in an illusion. They are facing illusions. As you realize that it seems that the entire party seems to be facing some sort of strange illusion that's making them see themselves as other people.
Oh gosh. Lucius? Aether! Rudius, please! I'm surrounded in the train.
Did you know
Back now!
that Aether was once here before, died? Did you know that an Avantis came here and was shamed for his failure? And did you know that a Duncan came here and died. Menaces at you, and you can
menacing.
Clock gets pushed back a little bit as you see that even though he's not casting something, it looks like the phantom behind him is. Really need to win this fight quickly. Goes to Lucius and Aether. You are hearing the shouts of your friend, although at this point there's probably a bit where Aether... This is probably when you hit 6 and 5, that's probably when Aether clued in. And then you had this struggle of, wait, guys. Guys, we're not here.
Right. Question, is this a more difficult clock that advances on 10, 13, and 16 instead of 7, 10, 13?
It advances on 10. If you get anything over 10, it gets 1 wedge. If you get 3 or more over 10, it'll be 2 wedges. 6 or more over, it'll be 3 wedges.
Got it. Okay.
Because the clock can differ based on the difficulty. Because you can change it. You can make difficulty, 3. You can make it 20,
Gotcha.
Well, not 20.
Gotcha. Do you want to go first again, Lucius?
Yep.
Do you have an
I'll
idea?
give it a go.
Okay.
Oof.
No progress. Unless...
Yeah, I'm just considering.
Unless...
'Cause, I rolled pretty good on that D10. I'm just trying to decide if I have a... this is an interesting one. Can I call on my current theme of guilt? I feel terrible about the failure I have had at protecting people, and I'm not gonna fail now.
I'll take that.
Yeah. gimme.
Well, reroll that
Gimme.
D12, baby.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll the D12 because that D10 was pretty solid.
3 is enough.
Well, that is 10.
Think.
Yeah.
That sucks.
All right. I'll push forward again as best as I can. Oh, that is not very good at all.
Ooh.
A lot of time of, no, it's you, and Lucius hasn't clued in. Damn it. Well, that's... You'll figure that out later.
Yep.
How did he critically fail his own roll? How'd that happen?
Is this considered in battle enough that I could get a reroll once per turn, or am I not yet in battle?
You're technically in battle, yeah. You're in the battle scene, more or less.
Okay, then once per turn I can get a reroll without actually spending the Fabula, but it counts as if I spent the Fabula, so I'll reroll this roll.
What does that come from?
What's giving this?
This is basically my perk that I gained in the dungeon.
Yep.
It's like, for a moment, my dancing and theriomorphic abilities look like they combine, and I briefly transform into a more rabbit-like creature to move even quicker and try keep rushing forward.
The Blessing of the Light Arcana.
That's another
Oh yeah.
another +1.
Alright. Goes back to him. All this. Everything you fought for. Everything you destroyed. I shall destroy as well. He points the staff at you, and you get ready to dodge, like you're trying to preempt the point before he enchants you and makes you sit still. And then he points it down. And then you recognize where he's standing. There's a Magisphere under the deck that you really don't want him to hit.
Oh, the power core.
He's still shaking.
That's not good.
And you know what? I'm gonna get rid of that shaking. Boop.
Oh, spent a Ultima.
Spent an Ultima. Wipes his conditions. Refills his MP. As you see the dark aura of Morwenna cast over him, and you see that Morwenna, for a second, as his power wells up and she starts pointing down, you see the features of Morwenna start to blur and blend into a storm of stars. You can see her. She seems to have teeth of planets and asteroids and eyes of nebulas. And she glares with vengeance on you. And she knows what will upset you more than your own pain, the destruction of your train. I'm going to create another clock.
Oh no.
You do not want this clock to fill.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Oh, no.
Well, that's
Oh, yeah, 2 slots.
2
Let me
edges.
roll that.
How are you making me roll that? Huh? How are you doing that?
Droney, intercept. Actually, can you take the hit?
When another character is threatened, I'll say the train counts. Just this is an unusual thing. Most enemies don't attack things you have. That's not a thing by Fabula Ultima default for those wondering out there. Yeah, so instead, Droney will jump in the way. I think this hits Droney. I'm fairly certain. I do get an opportunity for this. Oh no, I don't. I have to critically hit to get an opportunity here, don't I? No, that's you. Bad guys cheat.
Well, we knew that.
Well, thankfully, Droney is blasted into the ground and flattened for 27 dark damage. And is Droney in crisis or no?
61. Bad math, I'm pulling up my calculator. Droney is at 34. No, Droney is not in crisis.
Blam! So Droney gets flattened
Just
into
barely.
the deck. And you notice that the visage of the sorceress Morwenna, or whatever that is, looming over him, that dark vengeance and plaguing his soul, seems to rage at the interference, and you see his whole body seems to alight in purple fire, as he will have a bonus to his next roll.
Jerk.
Turn goes to Zevin Demro.
You're dead. We killed you. It's my job to lay all this stuff to rest. And make sure you do that.
Blam.
Levels her gun directly at him. And I should have +1 to hit because I have him as my focus.
Very good. You definitely hit him. As he takes the bolt straight out, he doesn't. Unlike a lot of sorcerers of his level, it depends. Some of them have resistance to certain elements. You've learned that he does not have a magical item protecting him from lightning. So he takes the bolt damage normally. He winces in pain. But you notice he seems to be empowered. He's a master wizard. So you get the feeling it's gonna take a lot more than that to put him down.
Yeah, it tracks.
It's okay. A lot more than that is on the way.
He looks down at the drone and scoffs at it. This pale imitation of Rodabaran technology will not save you from the ultimate fate that awaits you, Sand Elf. Or that of your friends.
Nice!
2 edges go back. Goes to Aether and Lucius.
Okay, I'll roll. I'll start.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, good one.
That's 3. 2, 3.
If you got one more, damn. I'll give it my best go to. Oh no.
No progress.
Yeah, that was a good turn though. So.
Although,
once
don't you
per
get
turn,
your
I
free
can do
reroll
that
per
reroll,
turn?
Yeah. I'll use my my boon from the dungeon again.
Very
I
well.
can do it once per turn, so
Yep.
may as well.
And
Okay, there's one more. We're getting closer.
probably at this point in the clock, you've gotten to you're getting closer and closer to the room of light and trying to figure out what you need to do. Starts the new turn. He points his weapon down once again. And tries to blast into your train. As the evil Morena cares not for this mortal coil, but only cares about hurting Zevin. And also that 15 would have been could have been more, but it didn't matter with the buff. That was pretty good anyway. Is Journey going to intercept that shot? Because that's gonna hit. Gonna do some stuff to your to the clock.
I think Droney has to protect me. It can only take one more hit.
The Journey will not get in the way of the train being shot up. All right, down. Not over. That.
Okay, intercept.
Oh.
Talked her into it. Damn. Good game master.
You make a very good Paraseals.
Hey. That is.
I'm gonna get the weak will.
I get the red blazer. That is 29 dark damage.
I think Droney's in crisis now.
That puts it at 5 HP. It is in crisis. It is currently stuck still.
Goes to you. As your drone once again dives into the way of the staff, and yeah, Droney's not looking too good. And both those shots look like that would have done a considerable amount of damage to the deck plating. Which thankfully the armor, there is a bit of armor plating between you and the magic sphere, specifically in case the magic sphere blows up.
On.
Yeah.
The huge bomb we're standing on.
So what do you do, Zevin Demirel, as this madman tries to destroy your train?
Okay, alright. I just need to do as much damage as I possibly can. And I'm looking through my options to try to stack it all. Oh, I know. S7 is going to reel back with her weapon, and she's going to fire it again into him. But this time, something different is going to happen. I will scroll all the way down to Esper here. Is I'm going to use Gravidokinesis. Which does, if I spend 5 MP, it will deal a few extra damage and change the damage type to Earth. 3 extra damage.
Okay. Ooh.
Throw that soul sand at him.
Get it in his eyes.
Of course, it's rough. It gets everywhere.
So basically your action... oh, go ahead.
7 is going to fire at him with a gun, but the gun reconfigures itself And while it does that, Seven has laced his entire train with dream sand. The floor is going to spike him.
Hence the earth damage. Yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
Does a what hit?
Does a 15 hit, please? Please and thank you.
Oh, that's your roll. Sorry, I saw.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it to pop up after Psychic Fist. I didn't see that you rolled before it. That does.
I need to hit.
That does hit. Yes. So
it's 6 plus 15 plus 3. 7, please lock in.
15 plus 3. You spike into him, and you notice that his robes and boots seem to give him some level of protection. He is not resistant, but his HP is being whittled away as he is not hale of body, but hale in magic, and that's what's keeping him from being hurt severely. That cursed sand. The cursed sand that doomed the Rada Barons. That brought every elfin people low. That trapped the very light that brightens the world. And now you wield it as your ancestors before us.
I will not die here.
Are you so sure about that? It's the clock. Whoops. Goodbye.
Oh.
It's back. That's not what I clicked random side by accident. So
it's
was
really funny.
It was at 9. I brought it down to 8.
Okay. We're within reach.
Yep.
Goes to you two. As you're racing. By this point, this is during the ritual, so you're trying to get through the ritual really quickly.
Yeah.
Yep. Seems legit.
That's 2.
Yeah. Get my free reroll again.
Yep.
Damn it. Let's see. That was a 3 and a 6 both times. What are the odds? Well, what else am I doing with it? I would like to call on my my theme of belonging. I can't allow 7 to go down without defending her. There we go. One more.
Dick. Man, this ritual is actually really difficult. It seems to be taking you a long time to do. The base of Ibrahim cackles with a sort of delayed action as you notice the phantom is cackling at your arguing. And you see him point once again down into your train. I'll do something to your train.
Mm-hmm.
Does Droney get in the way?
Droney can't move.
Oh. That only moves one wedge as poof, it blasts into the floor, and thankfully the floor has been reinforced recently with Dream Sand, so it's actually a little more resilient than it would have been otherwise. Good thing. Because the floor, because the walls it was able to burn through the walls. The walls aren't as important as the floor. The floor needs all the reinforcement because that's where all the Magispheres are.
Yeah, that's where the bomb we're standing on is.
Please don't call it a bomb.
It goes to Zevin Demeril.
Well, like, from a Magitech perspective, it really is just a big bomb.
We're only one wedge away. If you call for help, you could bring us here.
Yeah, Seven is going to call for help again.
Help, help.
She feels their presence just barely at the edge of her mind.
You can sense that all of them are there now. They're themselves now. And whatever they went through was incredibly harrowing, and they realize they need to hurry up, and they're already racing toward the door. But they're not sure exactly what's happened to you yet. So you need to communicate to them how dire your help is needed.
Ibrahim has me cornered. He's trying to blow up the train. That goes, everyone goes. You don't want to know the blast radius. Lucius, Aether, Vivius, and Bernius, I need you now.
Roll them dice.
Please. Please roll good. Please. Please. Please.
That doesn't move the needle.
I've spent my Fabula.
Toward what?
My bonds.
With?
Oh, yeah.
Umbranius.
Oh.
I have two.
Damn you. That makes... yeah, that puts you over the wire. And...
Umbranius gets to charge in like a hero and save you. Music chain.
You all race forward out of the temple, racing toward the train, getting ready to join in the fight. Umbranius blasting past everybody, acting very atypical of himself, and lances Ibrahim from behind, and you see it go right through the robe and into him. He's kind of, he kind of just stares at you, Evan, like he's shocked that happened. And then you see Ibrahim look down, and Bernius tries to withdraw the spear. And then you see the phantom, you all see the phantom of Morwenna. This starry purple night nightmare, glaring at all of you. Like a tear in the night. Bernice just kind of glares back up at it. The phantom reaches back and looks like it's about to swipe his poor innocent head off. Spend an Ultima.
Nah.
Lord Duncan races forth, casts a spell. You fool! Shouts Ibrahim. And they both vanish. And British just kind of stumbles forward without his spear, just kind of, huh, what the? And he had that look on him of he was resigned with he was going to get hit if it meant saving Zevin, but it was like, it's like, well, this is how I die. Sort of look like, yep. All right, I made a mistake here. And then, I'm not dead.
Did Lucius or Aether see that?
Oh yeah, you saw the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Lucius runs forward and just goes, more!
Yeah. I was thinking about rushing in and picking up Droney, but that would be a joke. I also rush up to Moore and check on her.
Well, you mean 7.
But it would be funny if I checked on the drone first, right?
I'm gonna reach out to Moore with my navigator ability.
She is now within 1 day's travel of you.
Oh goodness, she's gone.
What happened? Did she?
She's not here. She's gone.
She had another trap ready? It makes you want to say another dirty word.
Vibius looks around. No, I don't think so. I think Lady Duncan did this.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like with Vibius making that suggestion, like Lucius will like brought down from the internal freak out. He wants to see if that holds any water.
Before you do that, I will alert you that due to whatever it was More Duncan did, the blessings of the Temple of Light have been stripped from Aether and Lucius.
I don't think I even had one. But
Dang, I didn't get to use it anymore. Oh well. It was still nice while I had it.
yep, it was very.
I was like, I didn't want to
useful
get rid of it. I was planning on you guys losing it when you left, but I was like, well, if you're trying to get out, you still have them, so.
Yeah, we had them till we left.
Yeah.
I knew they weren't permanent anyway.
Yeah, they were super powerful. They were meant to get you guys through that dungeon.
Sure.
Because that dungeon was
get
mean.
it. Still cool. But, it's just like the player playing the game is like, oh, damn it, it's a temporary ability.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yes, Lucius, you're trying to see if something holds water, I believe. Insight's part of it.
Yeah, Vibius just made that suggestion that I think More Duncan did that.
Insight would be part of it, good sir.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
Oh,
and does that... Hang on. Is that an open roll?
I'd say so.
I forgot to add my bonus. That is a 17.
Very good.
There's no point.
You remember that the Arcanum of Light, when you freed it, had indicated... It was felt or communicated to you by Moore, I believe it was, that the Arcanum was lancing out toward Tirgan Sigith to resume its duties and guarding it from harm. You surmise that More Duncan, in just desperation, basically cast a ritual in the middle of a battle, which is intensely dangerous because if you screw it up,
bad stuff happens.
Bad stuff happens, and bad stuff happens when you're in a peaceful day. In the middle of a fight when malice is afoot, it gets even worse. People can get defeated very quickly. And
it's a huge amount of points, right?
Mm-hmm. It seems that she lashed herself, her soul and the soul of Ibrahim together to the light spirit as it was passing over. Because it like basically using a sky ley line of a sorts, connecting to its magical power and zipping them in the direction of Tirgan Sigith. With that high roll, you know, I'll cut you up to here. I'm gonna make sure I'm right.
What we are here.
I need a light that you'll see against all the backgrounds. We'll call it this one. I can always change the color. I don't need to fret too much.
Fret. Gloom, despair, and agony on me.
So somewhere along this line, I'll make that a bit thicker so you can see it easier. Yellow better. Oh, yellow's terrible. Black's.
I thought that gold worked pretty well, actually.
You can all see that. Oh, I'm zoomed out. That's why it looks so bad. Zoomed in, it looked. Yeah, okay. Zoomed in, it's really easy to see.
Yeah.
So somewhere along.
It stands out real nice against the ocean, and yeah.
Because it looked like it must have been going that way, and although it is confusing because you did remember you were thinking about how the magic would work. There's probably a ley line here that it's connecting to. They'll zip up. Which is why it's going... It probably light jumped itself that way and then connected to a ley line in the ocean.
Okay.
But any of the hexes where the line crosses is where she and Ibrahim got pulled.
So because I do get a free question because of my lore master stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I get 2. Do I get the impression then that because this thing went wrong, the two of them were latched onto the Arcanum of Light and then like fell off at some point, probably.
That'd be correct. Yep. Something went horribly
Okay.
wrong.
Okay. That follows. Okay. Oh no. Oh, that's Vibius, I think you're right. 7. You know more about these leyline facets than I do, but if my understanding of the way the Arcanum function works, we encountered the Grand Arcanum of Light, and it departed this place. As it departed, I believe Lady Duncan managed to lash both her and that Ibrahim fellow onto it as it departed. And do you have the book, the map?
Yeah,
I
I
have
got
the
it.
map.
Seven brings out her tome. Aether brings out her map. And as they roll it out, Seven mutters, "To ride a shooting star, huh?"
Yes. Based on the direction that we saw it depart within the temple. Oh, he's like working backwards because that moment was like such a blur of his memories and Gallus's memories.
Mm-hmm.
It went working by the directions this way. Meaning, that's odd. It intersects right there in the ocean. If it were to go to Tyr Sigith, then I think it's likely that there must be a ley line somewhere around here that it would then attach to in order to progress the rest of the way. That likely means that somewhere between here, once at that ley line, I believe Lady Duncan would have fallen off of it.
In the ocean?
Is there any chance she'd have fallen off earlier on the way out?
It's possible. Quite
So
possible.
we're going
It
to need to
depends
check
on.
along the way, yeah.
It depends on when Lady Duncan let go. Um,
Okay.
When she was
So
either way, encountering the ley line would have done it for her. So,
Worst case scenario, she's
anywhere
in
in
the middle of the
between
ocean.
here and there. Yeah, somewhere between here and there.
okay.
By
So
my best estimate.
we have a couple problems with that. One, this ain't a normal ley line.
Right.
Two, this train doesn't go on water.
I mean, it can.
So
It just goes in water.
it goes in the water and it goes down.
Because the ley line's attached to the land.
Would it be made watertight?
But it?
That's a project. That sounded like a project.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
that way we could go after her. I mean, I have no doubt that we can probably follow it along this artificial ley line that it just made heading out there, right? Like, the line that it just created isn't a normal ley line, but it's a ley line of a sort. So we can probably follow along it for a while.
Can we?
But once I would imagine it's probably at least possible. But once we hit the water, we're going to have to be able to survive under, I guess.
Corby, is it an actual ley line, or is it a weird temporary thing that went away like immediately once it was done?
It's a ley line of sorts in the sky. Because it's a grand arcanum, it is magic. It is why magic exists. But the problem is, it's not a normal ley line on the ground. It zipped up into the sky like a star, and then zipped along. You'd have to fly up to where that ley line is.
Any chance you can attach wings to this metal beast?
That sounds like a project to me.
Oh.
We just need to
Just need to
get
turn a
up
train into an
there.
airship.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll see.
we happen to be in a city that's got a bunch of shit lying around. So, like, materials are not a problem here, right?
Fine. I'll give it a shot.
Well,
So-
you can count on my help, whatever that's worth.
And mine.
All right, so let's work out this project for a second, because you get to know how hard it is before you start rolling for it.
Sure.
This was not my bet. So
As if I didn't already want to finish another one.
which
Yeah. Well,
which
there is the other option of shifting the ley line, but yeah.
yeah, there's shifting the ley line would be a way to do it as well. It just costs some wedges. That's all.
Yeah, you could shift the ley line onto the ground.
So we'd still have to go
Would that
through the
slam more Duncan into the ground?
Maybe.
I don't know where she one. And I think a fall from that kind of height wouldn't end well.
So, if you're doing the underwater... Well, actually, I'll give you the price for both, because there's two projects here. There's the flying project, and then there's the underwater project. I need a notepad file, so I can write this down. Track of it. Hello? Whoa!
But
What-
we're
I-
finally going to get our ocean level.
Hey, Windows, I don't need to play solitaire right now. Thanks, though.
Welcome back, Spirit Tracks Ocean Realm.
Ask Clippy for help.
No, I'm good. I'd trust Badgie. So
Actually,
I'm always monitoring comms.
the Liam Neeson one was pretty funny. I enjoyed it.
all right. So if you're doing the underwater project, it is a train. Oop. And would you? Well, okay, I can tell you that way. I'll do that. And it's still a train. And if you want permanent, dear God. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so if you wanted to make the train a flying train car, if you wanted to be able to do that permanently, like you basically convert it into a mini airship, if you will, airplane. Nah, that's silly. Ship makes more sense. Air train. That would be 4,000 Zenit. If you wanted to do it once, it'd be 800. And if you want it to be underwater, have an underwater module permanently, that's 2,000. If you wanted to do it once, it's 400.
Then it is not an object. How many wedges would it be? For the permanent options.
One for every 100 Zenit. So 20 or 40.
Oh,
Why don't we do the temporary package for flight and go after her?
yeah, flight would speed us up.
That would be...
Yeah, if we do the temporary one, that'd be pretty cheap, and we could do like 2 or 3 of them and have them as backups.
Because that would take you 8 wedges to complete the temporary flying project. Basically, you'd be putting on wings and trying to make it, and trying to use the maneuvering the magic sphere such a way that it kind of rockets up to the line just long enough to get you up there, and then back down again. But once you land, you're like, well, the everything needs to be turned back. It's mostly a train. It's not really built to do this.
Yeah, the magic spheres will be expended at that point.
Yeah, it's like we get up there, and then it's like the fact that we are locked to the ley line for basically the entire thing.
It's not even a real ley line. It's the after trail of the grand arcana of magic, of light.
well,
Sorry,
yeah, it's that.
of light.
Yeah, it's that that's keeping us in the air for basically all of it. It's just the takeoff and landing that we're building here, and it's a one-use thing.
Sure. Well, I
Once
mean,
we
that
reach
feels
the
like
end of
something
this
we can.
ley line, if it ends over the water, what happens? Can we use it to get down to the land, or can we join this ley line and continue up north?
If you dive into the water, you're falling into the water.
Yeah. Well, we still have to
So-
go through like 2 hexes per day anyway, so it would
Yep.
take a while before we would get to her. Unless she falls off early. Like, we don't really know where she's going to fall off at. If she
Well, that's
falls
the
off,
good for me. I can reach
okay.
out to her.
Yeah, maybe you can figure that out with magic. Then we'll know where we need to go.
What
Oh,
magic?
green sand. All right.
Divination.
Consider us sold.
Okay, so you're gonna start the project of the flight one.
Temporary.
All right. So
Temporary flight modules. Very nice.
ba 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 ba. That is. I actually have a clock for that. Oops, there it is. And now let's use those.
Yeah, good news. Yeah, good news is, Seven, you did get a whole bunch of information about that one Radabaran city that did all the wind techno magic. So
Yeah, no kidding. It's like you don't know how they did it.
So when you work on a project up to skill level times 100 Zenit, materials are automatically paid. So you ignore 300 of it. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't. You need to. I still need 500 Zenit worth of
work.
Worth
Worth of materials.
of materials.
Oh,
Paid.
doesn't your new thing have a thing?
Yes, but it makes it have a big flaw to it, which I think
okay.
for the thing that's going to cast us into the ocean where we may die, not a good idea.
I'll do that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good idea. Good point.
All right, and not only that, but you also automatically get three slots of progress each day that you work on it. Nice.
So, who's paying the rest of the money is the Zenit. I'll say the way I'll handle this
I'm
because
paying
there's
the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll basically say that you kind of dig through your supplies, and you know that you're going to have to, you have to set aside some Zenit to buy that later because the stuff you're using is very important to the train, and you need to refresh it as soon as you can.
I'll throw 200 Zenit down on the table.
I just paid the full 500.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, I heard it earlier. She paid for it all.
So, you all
Now
want
we all need to like make goals. Yeah. Sorry.
No. I will note you could negotiate a terrible flaw with me to reduce the cost of the project by 25%, but I don't think you guys care about that.
If it were
Yeah,
permanent,
right
then
now.
maybe, but at the same time, this is the thing that might plummet us all to our deaths.
So I think we're good.
So, by core book, you'd only be able to do a normal like tick 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 per day. Actually, I'll do it this way. I'll give you two options. There's a core book way of doing it, which means you don't take a rest action. You're doing work and then resting as you normally would, as if you were traveling. You're just sitting still. You're not traveling anywhere, but you're trying to work as much as possible. Or you can take the rest action, which can get you more wedges, because Midnight Oil does 2 instead of the normal 1 baseline. Baseline for just doing work is 1. It's 2 if it's Midnight Oil. And then you build up with being a tinkerer and your extra powers and other people helping you. Downside. If you do it
Do it the first way, it takes longer. Do the second way, the wedges on everything fills.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I think we should take a day and just fill it up and then travel afterwards. Yeah. That's a good
just
call.
take the second option.
What I was going to say, actually, was that you can, if you do the second option, it fills up all the world wedges by 1.
Yeah.
For each time you do that. Because you're exhausting yourselves, because you're not really paying attention to being... all your world is just the train.
Well, Well, I
and
mean, we
building
can't
and
far
working
without
on it.
We kind of need more back. Did we use the divination before we did this to figure out where she's gonna fall yet? We should
I
probably
can't
do
figure
that.
out where she falls.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a thing where we're gonna have to travel, and then once we're within a day of her, Seven
we
will
use
know.
the module, right? Okay. And that's when we'll use the module, I guess.
To go back down.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm down with that. I'm okay with all the world clocks going up by 1.
So because you're taking a rest action, the camp action, the golden conic goes up by 1, not 2. I'm not that mean. Allenation goes up by 1. And the world clock goes up by 1. Those are the only clocks that currently exist that are bad. Punish you with. Tick. Alright, so
That's a lot less now.
So
it's a lot more manageable.
So there's the 1 wedge because some sort of work is being done. It's 2 wedges because you're midnight oiling. Plus 1 because of Tinker's working on it. Plus 3 more because of Visionary. 1, 2, 3. So only Lucius or Aether because Zevin has to do that first bit to get all that work to get it to 6. So either Lucius or Aether can midnight oil it, and then the third person can just do their camp action to do something else because you basically have extra time.
Oh yeah, no. Lucius is midnight.
You go ahead and do yours, and I'll do my midnight oil on my project for my.
Yeah,
that's probably not a bad idea.
I'll never get it done if I don't put some time on it. So.
Yep, because oh boy, yeah. Lucius is working like a man possessed.
I got to remember where that is. Projects are on here somewhere.
Lucius is listening to Seven's orders of what to do where and just nodding along. No complaint.
Yeah, no complaint. It's like you need that. Like occasionally he might be like okay, Umbrinius do that, Vibius do that, now, like.
There's a sort of quiet, eerie tension between the two of them.
I won't get that. So, you all work tirelessly for a full day and night, burning the midnight oil, and rapidly you're able to reconfigure the train after sacrificing a few very important Magispheres you really don't want to lose. But for now, they will ascend you into the air as the train kind of is you. First things first, you're able to kind of you're able to back up the train out the way you came, and that's when you set the green Magispheres to light as who are linked with the yellow ones. So wind and bolt together start reverberating, and then the train starts floating up into the air. The whole thing just you can see all the alarms going off on the console, all the dials are flicking back and forth, because the train is not supposed to be airborne. This is bad. Everything about a train is about staying on the tracks. You're getting like a derailment alarm, which you have to keep shutting off, as you ascend. And just as you think, you really hope there's a ley line up here, because you really don't have to go back down again. You eventually ascend amidst the clouds, and the rail connection alarm lets you know that you've connected to a ley line, and then it tells you you're not connected to a ley line. It tells you you are connected to a ley line, as you notice that under the trails of your track, cutting through the clouds, is a flickering bolt of what you would think to be lightning, but it is silent, for you are not seeing lightning. You are seeing as if a beam of sunlight cuts its way through the world, and you're riding on the trail of the Grand Arcanum of Light. And there are very few things that ever ascend this high.
May I just say, cue Ride the Lightning by Metallica? It would be so perfect right here.
Do you progress
Okay.
forward?
Nowhere to go but forward.
I'm going to say your danger level's a little higher than D6 because you're in the sky on a rail you're not supposed to be on because it's not really a rail.
High enough to the point that like the air is a little bit thin.
Yeah, the air's a bit little thin. I think that is. So instead of D20, turn to D12. Because of your travel ability.
Vivius just goes, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. Oh, I look down!
Here.
I still remember the time that we immediately teleported the train and you opened the window and blasted us with sand.
Hey.
A day
That was good.
A day goes by. And in this new... You feel out around you from here. And you do not sense more Duncan in any of these hexes.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah, that's an encounter.
That's okay. We can handle an encounter. Hopefully.
And as you're traveling along, you hear pop and a shatter of glass, and all of you look over to that sound out the right window and notice that one of the Magispheres just blew up.
That's not good.
You need that to... If that happens again, you're gonna fall. So you either need to be okay with having one engine, so to speak, or you need to fix that while you're in the air, while the train's moving. Because you really don't want to stop. Because you're not sure how long all this junk's gonna last.
I can pilot while you fix it. It's cool. Trust me, I can do this.
Okay, just get on the outside of a moving train.
I think Dex is part of clambering out the side of a train and trying to fix replace a broken Magisphere.
Before I do that, I'd like to spend, I don't know, one equipment point, please, on a rope so I don't fall to my death.
That's wise. That is a very wise thing to do. Because you knew exactly what I was going to do if you failed.
I will also give some guidance as you're working on the outside.
How helpful. He's going to stand there and bark orders.
Middle managers, am I right?
Which for some
I'm telling
reason
ya.
works, which is so irritating.
No.
Freaking Coriastellum people.
At this point, Seven's mostly just asking them to hand tools.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want this tool
Well, it's very
instead?
much-
Well, no, it's... Oh, actually, no, that is a good idea. Never mind.
Yeah. Well, it's very much a thing where, like, you know, because I'm looking from the side, I can see things that you don't, and
He also built the whole thing with me.
yeah, that I help you. I was like, oh, we put that in. We put that in this way, so give it an extra turn.
Alright, Dex is part of it.
I think it's going to be a little higher than 10 now. Just throwing that out there. For difficulty. Ooh, it's 12 enough.
I think I should pilot in case if something goes wrong, or I would help. What do y'all think?
Please stay at the helm, please.
Okay, I'll stay on that.
Does
So,
that count as helping?
it does, I will say. Because you're keeping the train at a steady pace. Because you don't want it to go too fast, you also don't want it to go too slow.
You don't want it to start veering.
Aether, you can assist.
Okay, then I will.
You don't have to, I mean, she has a rope.
You said Dex was part of it, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna help.
And with careful management of the speed and trying not to, because the speed's inconsistent, because the ley line is kind of powering you, but it kind of surges every so often. So sometimes you go a little too fast, sometimes you're going way too slow, and it's that you're kind of constantly throttling over and over and over, trying to keep this train at some steady pace so Zevon doesn't get flung off the side. And after very careful consideration, you're able to swap out one Magisphere for another. I imagine these Magispheres, because you're probably not using like the little tiny ones that are as big as your head. They're like as wide as your chest, like this big ball, this huge punch bowl of a thing. So they're actually kind of heavy.
If you aren't careful, they roll.
Yeah. And where's it going to go? It's going to contact with something and do like 30 wind damage to whatever it is.
It falls from the sky like a meteor. I assume we're going to have to jettison the expended one.
Yeah, it's a bunch of shattered glass. Thankfully, it exploded outside. You wisely put the new spheres outside and away from the train, so if they blew, they wouldn't damage the train, they would just damage themselves.
You know, it occurs to me that when Radabara was like all the way up in the sky, they probably called them space balls.
And thus, I assume you carry on forward. Actually, I will tell you, you ping, and do not feel her anywhere near your current location.
When you come back to take the helm, I inexplicably have a little aviator hat on. It's temporary cosmetic item for the temporary use of the job.
For some reason, you knew to shapeshift a hat into place. Like, I don't know, it just felt natural. I don't even know what it is.
The little goggles on the forehead were...
Actually, I take that back. Airships are a thing in this world. I take that back. You would, some people would know that. Probably not in the Darklands. Sure. Not a whole lot of airships in the Darklands, for obvious reasons.
I've been traveling a while.
It's true.
And now I remember so much more than I did before.
It's true. So I assume you progress forward?
Yeah, someone will let Aether drive for a little bit while she sleeps in the co-pilot seat.
Yeah, let you get some rest. That's a good idea.
Hey, a discovery.
Oh,
right.
Wunderbar.
You're breaking out the German. Oh, no.
Oh gosh, he's German now. Lucius, no! Lucius!
He's not
the
German, he's just
starting to
Deutsch.
rub off on me.
Discovery. Do we have the discovery list to look at? Is that in the...
Oh, no, it's the GM decides what you find.
Oh, GM's guide's got it.
Well, it's not even in the guide. It's just the GM's supposed to think of something that is worth discovering. Because it could be something minor, like, hey, that's a cool mountain, or a cool person,
right.
Or whatever. Whatever it is, supposed to be beneficial, though.
Just an old ruin hiding up in these clouds,
Yeah.
floating there. Yeah, stuff like that.
Funny that.
I mean, we wouldn't have time to stop and search them now anyway, but it'd be cool to know.
Where's my... There it is. I'm trying to think which art pack to use. I'll use these ones. I don't want to dig into the... As you're gliding along, a massive flying beast starts flapping its leathery wings alongside you, and very rapidly comes astride in a beam, and you see a glimmering silver dragon, as larger than the train cars themselves. It starts flapping its wings to catch up to you, and then it just starts gliding, and it turns its head to look at you.
I'll look out the window and wave. Smile. Like it's the most natural thing in the world to be here. Please don't breathe on us.
Incredible.
Seven, grabs the controls like a white-knuckled grip and is just maintaining eye contact with it.
I'll relinquish control for you. It's your train, that's fine.
Lucius just sort of, looks out the window, and I will note, I think you said it was on a necklace or whatever. Lucius is wearing the Platinum Dragon Scale.
Not the
Indeed,
same
you are.
silver, but still similar. Very similar.
It's gliding next to you, looking at you
Yep,
all.
I'm wearing my. It's funny. I'm actually wearing the Platinum Dragon Scale of Earth. I'll hold it out and show him.
You hear a loud rumble, like thunder, roll out from its mouth. In your minds, you hear a voice. You who bear the emblem of the Father, what brings your contraption into the clouds?
We seek one of our closest allies, lost somewhere in the direction we travel.
We hope to catch her before she falls to her doom. As she rides the light of the passing great, what's it called again? Great
Grand Arcanum.
Grand Arcanum of Light. As it heads back to its homeland.
It looks forward for a bit, flaps its wings, and then glides a little longer. Looks down at the ground, glides, flaps its wings, shakes its head, flaps its wings once more, and glides to get level with you, and then looks back over to you. Okay. I have never heard of one of your Earthborn being capable of doing such for a very long time. I doubt you have the capacity to lie in dragon speech. Nor would you be so foolish as to do so with such a manner of magical invention as that.
It's barely holding together.
I will be able to speak to him in the tongue of dragons, I suppose.
But Lady Duncan is quite talented at magic.
You seek a Duncan? Oh. Well, that makes
You
all
know
the
of
more
Duncans?
sense. The Duncans are one of many families that bless the Tirgan Sigith, and have long been connected with the ways of old. I shall divine
yes.
her path and seek ahead and tell you where she lay. So if she is in distress, you may save her.
Thank you.
Your assistance is most appreciated. Great one.
Oh, what shall we call you?
You hear the dragon speech out loud. It sounds like a roll of thunder and lightning, with some guttural lizard-like growls in there. Aether, you kind of understand roughly. It translates to Luster of the Silverblood. Is the closest translation you could say. And so, Aether, you hear it first. I'll say extra. The other two understand because the dragon has the capacity to translate their dragon speech freely. However, you, Aether, because you actually understand monsters, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that Luster of the Silverblood, that implies he's a silver dragon descended from the Platinum Dragon.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because
So
he said you bear the symbol of the Father, so...
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So you're actually in the presence of an ancient silver dragon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we just showed the symbol of one who is even more ancient and,
Yes.
like, than that, so...
Like, if he's okay with you, I'm okay with you. I just don't know why you're up here.
Yeah. But here Lucius, Vivius hears Lucius ask what the dragon's name is, and then just hear like this booming, rumbling roll of thunder, dragon speech, and Vivius just goes, "Is that with one or two S's?"
Just one.
Many.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well, there's two different words, and each word has one S.
You see the dragon's eyes glow with a brilliant platinum light as he gazes onto the horizon. He then closes his eyes, and the light fades. And then he looks back over. Present your map. I hope you have one, or I'll have a hard time explaining where you need to stop.
I'll take out my nearly complete map of the Countless Realms.
He flies incredibly close to the train, but has perfect control over his flight, so he's able to get... Once he gets a lot closer, you notice he's a lot bigger than the train. He's as big as a small town.
He's gargantuan.
Wild.
He reaches up with a claw and just casually taps at the glass, and then you see a snap of lightning kind of zip through the glass, and it marks your page.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it marks it. Oh god, that's not what I wanted.
Ah, there. Okay. She's not in the ocean, thankfully.
Indeed, and there is another one of those camps there, meaning that if Lady Duncan arrived even remotely close to it, she may have sought it out for shelter.
Well, I don't know if she's landed yet, but it's where she's going to land? Or how do you mean this, Luster of the Silver Blood? Has she already landed, or is it to be?
She has descended into the settlement within. That such it
She's
is.
likely safe.
Well, it's going to take us
She's likely
3 days to get there anyway. Your assistance has proven most invaluable. Know that you can call on us for aid anytime you might require. Although, why you might require aid from such lowly creatures as ourselves is beyond me. Know that you would have it.
There we go. So I will...
Aether lands.
This marker here on your map, by the way, I've noted on the map, you now are aware that in that hex is the realm that Luster, the Silverblood, claims. As he briefly gives you the... yeah, this is where he owns the airspace and anything on the ground. And Aether, you have an ancient knowledge of feeling that his reach is actually a lot further than that, but you know if you ever came back here to this hex, you could try to seek him out. He knows this is a place he can be contacted.
Great. But yeah, I let him know that for his kindness, he can always count on me for aid in the future. A return of that favor.
With a nod of his head and a bank of his wings, he rolls and dives into the clouds. And you hear a roar once more, which you all... the rest of you don't... this isn't translated to you, because he's too far away to do his power. But Aether, you understand it's a general call of blessing of the Father, or blessing of the Platinum.
Oh,
which is
that
a fancy
dragon was that dragon was a lot friendlier than the last one.
Indeed. Much, much friendlier than the last. I don't think Morwenna got her hooks into this one.
Which is very good.
Well, he gave us a final blessing on the way out. That's what that last roar was. It looks like we're still 2.5, 3 days out from our arrival. But at least now we know she's safe. We're relatively
And when we
safe.
get close enough, Seven, you have the ability to reach out to her, correct?
Yep.
Will
right.
gain 1 Ultima.
What,
Ultima. Fabula, sorry.
If I'm getting Ultima now, I can't wait to see what I can do with that. Sorry.
Word.
As 7th villainess era gets closer.
That was funny.
Onward you go. Where you know where your friend is. Anything else bother you on the way? Not till then. Another 2.
Oh yeah.
And it is here that you notice your lane of light is beginning to fade. And you're starting to slow down rapidly as the stream of light seems to be losing its power.
Alright, I guess it's time for the landing procedures. This is your captain speaking up. Please buckle in and prepare for either a bumpy landing or imminent doom.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be near a window, so that if it looks like we're going to land too hard, I can jump out and just fly down.
I will take bumpy landing, please and thank you.
I'm looking around.
No,
Is there
no
such a thing
choice.
as a parachute on here? Where's the parachutes?
Time to finish those.
Like, why would you have not packed parachutes in a truck? You had to know we were going to need parachutes one day. We should have thought of the parachute project too.
I mean, maybe I should have.
That's funny.
But, like, listen, if this was like a year ago when we started all this nonsense, I'd be like, bam, I'd be selling that for money.
So funny. Ugh.
You attempt to set the correct controls. Speed is of the essence. Dexterity is part of it.
Oh, I actually have a way I could assist here.
How?
Oh,
Well, in theory, my ability to help with insight, because I'm assuming that there's probably he's figuring there's probably a ley line between here and here, and he's trying to figure out a way to like
land on it.
Yeah, like we might be able to land on this ley line if we're careful about it, and
Yeah,
he's gonna try to
yeah.
give some guidance on that.
As opposed to just plowing into the ground, right?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you take the lead and see if you can land it? Like if you take charge on the roll.
Well, the primary roll is a dex roll, so
Oh, okay. So you can't do that on the primary roll. Only on help.
yeah. My thing for insight is because of
Dang.
my wise counsel heroic skill.
I think we're good.
Oh yeah, it
I think
doesn't matter.
I think 7 just locked in.
You
Walks in.
you pull all the right levers. You start adjusting the power. You just start betting on the fact that this thing is the light's just going to go out long before it does, and you start descending out in a very controlled descent away from the flickering sunbeam as it vanishes between the clouds. You descend out of the cloud cover, and you can see before you a vast plain of sand. To the far west, you can see the ocean pushing against the shore. To the northwest, you can see on the horizon the settlement. The map says you are nearest to. You notice that the settlement seems to be set amidst some foothills near the Grand Mountains that surround the Grand Connaught. And you can see that in all its mapped is noted as a on the map as a camp, or at least that's what it seems to, what Zevin would probably call it, because that's what all the desert belongs to the Sultanate, and it is all restricted, right?
Technically now it's all mine.
Yeah. So there's actually a couple things that, one, your map updates because this settlement this is marked incorrectly.
Yeah,
Oh.
I love my magically updating map. It's so nice.
Does it say the desert is mine? It should
Well-
say the desert is mine.
It's a Rada Baran desert, according to the map.
Yeah.
Oop. And in those foothills resides a formidable, fortified base.
New base unlocked.
All your base are belong to us.
And it dawns on at least one of you. Why would there be a base here?
Defensive, obviously. Right?
And
I haven't said enough about how awesome all these icons are for your map, but
oh, these little maps,
tag.
these tags,
Yeah.
the significant maps list. They're actually I've used them for a lot of my games. I really like them.
yeah, they're great. But like the fact that you can just like put plop a city or a settlement or a camp or whatever anywhere you want. It's just so peak. It's very nice. Like
Oh
can
yeah, and
just
I've started,
imagine
and I started
OSR
using.
text scroll would be.
Yeah, and I started using the like this exact map pack with like the plains and deserts and mountains and ocean tiles and everything for my own maps for my Fabula game. So
Cool.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do tooltips. That is Fort Essus.
Okay.
Zemindimral,
Just-
why is this place placed here by the Sultanate?
This is the Sultanate's most northwest encampment. This is where the Imperial expansion ended to the north during the original campaign that turned Skara into an empire.
well,
And, well, the conditions to scale the mountaintop have never really been favorable. And there have been attempts to push farther for the sake of expanding the empire, but it kept having issues and they kept needing to be pushed back. It's a not stable border. The mountains are where everyone unofficially draws it.
mm,
And you descend clunk onto not a ley line. There is a ley line there. That's not what you land on. Actually, I marked that wrong. That is, in fact, rail.
Oh, a rail. Okay.
It's been forever since we've been on an actual rail.
oh, like physical rail.
Yeah.
Wait, they still make those?
And you notice as you land, you see as you're descending on the rail, you see as you're flying along, you see lots of little magispheres on marking out every like 100 meters or so. They flash and with wind and poof, they blow wind across the tracks to keep them clear of sand.
That's cool. Oh, I love that.
And you notice there's lots of other magispheres even further out, 100 meters either side of the track, that look like very angry looking red ones surrounded by clockwork soldiers. As, you know, it's almost like they wouldn't want people to be able to approach the rail if the Sultanate didn't want them to.
Oh, like
Is
They
it-
never
Really
thought someone was going
Yeah.
to fly from the sky and land straight down on it. That wasn't part of the plan.
Is it double tracks so that like there's, you don't have to deal with scheduling with one train going one way, one going the other, but there's like one track for going one direction, one track for going the other, like a highway?
No.
Oh. Then let's hope that there's another train coming the other way on the schedule.
Otherwise, it'll be like the crash at Crush Gully.
Clunk. and you start rolling forward, and then you have to pull a bunch of switches. You have to drop off the wings. You have to pull this switch to turn on all the stuff that gets the rails to connect properly for the and then you realize, oh wait, you can't pull a lot of power out of the rail anymore, like you did with the ley lines, because that's not how the rail network works. So you actually have to turn on your actual batteries, so your engine turns on like it's supposed to. Which, thankfully, you prepared for that, but you haven't used those in a long time. I think you guys have been running off of ley line power, so you probably have a bunch of dusty bolt spheres rolling around for powering the actual train. But
Nice.
you have landed safely on the tracks. You have lost your ability to fly for now. You're a day walk away from the town, from the fort, and you can feel the presence of the mind of More Duncan dwelling within.
Yes. She's alive.
Evan flips the last lever and shifts the last gear and prepares herself to enter the fort and play the villain
Why play the villain?
or desert. That place isn't going to be friendly.
They're not going to be friendly?
Friendly.
I'm just going to look at Lucius. I'll be like, diplomacy's not on the table? Oh no. Whatever will we do without diplomacy?
So you
I'll
begin.
take out my. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No.
I was just going to say I would like to take a moment to withdraw my staff of the Sorcerer King, which I'm now like more than halfway through my project on, but I'm still working on it. It's not finished, but it's still just a staff of the Sorcerer King right now. But I've been working on it. I've been getting things ready for that transformation, and I will change its type to what's most effective against the people who are here, do you think? 7.
That's a very good question. Can I
Is it?
attempt a check to recall that information?
Insight. Yeah, it's a study roll basically.
Oh, dang, good roll.
Would 12 get you the answer you need? I doubt.
Can also assist. That's a 13.
Nice.
That gets you everything. Back to human eye. Generally. Actually, I know. Most of the people within would trust the automatas because that's the Askaran way, if I'm not mistaken. Why use people when automata can do the same job? So you're looking at vulnerable to wind and lightning because that overwhelms stuff.
Yep.
Immune to poison, resistant to earth, fire, and cold. If they have one of the larger golems, they lose a lot of they are just resistant to rock, but they're still vulnerable to wind damage and bolt damage and remain immune to poison. If they have a razor bird, vulnerability to wind and bolt anyway, immune to fire, but vulnerable to cold because it screws with it makes them, it affects their wings.
Right. Okay, well, yeah, I
So
will
it
take
depends.
out my Staff of the Sorcerer King and transform its type into air with an action as a preparation, so that whenever I choose to need it, I can whip it out. And I'm going to say, if diplomacy is not an option, whatever will we resort to?
You begin your approach to the fortress, sending up the rail through the foothills. Or do you go on foot from here?
If we take the train, they'll probably attack it, won't they?
Yeah.
Are we going to leave it and go on foot then? Do we even have a safe place to put the train if we leave it?
We don't. It's still on the line. I think we gotta keep taking it.
Yes, we can't rightly just leave it out in the middle of the line. If someone comes across it, that would be even worse. It's not like when we're traveling out in the wilderness on the ley lines where the odds of someone else coming along were slim to none.
But this is an active rail, right? A train could come at any time.
And from the distance, you can see a massive plume of fire come from the fortress, followed by several crackles and booms of lightning and thunder.
I think that's more. I think we should get going. I think we should take the train.
Okay, let's go.
Insight is part of understanding what you're seeing as you're approaching the city, the fort.
I would like to put my staff away and get my shield ready. I've just adjusted its elements so that it's ready.
Critical success. Opportunity.
Okay.
Zevin Demerol, you recognize the sounds you're hearing are sounds you hear on certain like military memorial days, when memorializing this battle or that battle. That's not automata firing stuff. That's the magic cannons built onto the walls. They're firing at something, and something is blowing up the towers. Because the explosions afterward are something attacking the magisphere, the turrets, and the magispheres inside detonating. The city, with that critical success, I will tell you, the city is in a battle. Is under siege.
Ooh.
Should I spend my opportunity on information to find out who?
Let me
That's a
just
good
look.
idea.
Either that or favor to help us get in. That's all I could think of.
Yeah, favor so that we're not under attack when we approach the town might be even better. Otherwise, they could consider us part of the enemy while we approach, and we wouldn't be able to, like, talk to anybody to change their mind, right? Like, if the city's in a defensive posture, they probably assume we're an enemy, too.
Although if we're
Yeah.
coming as a train, they might say, "Oh, good, someone else from the Sultanate, like, get in, get in, get in."
It looks close enough. It's something between a Rana Barn and a Scaran train at this point. So yeah, I say favor. Get us through the gate.
Good idea.
As you start rolling up on the city, you hear you see as you're approaching the city walls, the gates are closed currently as you're getting closer and closer. The massive walls, ancient but specced with Magitech, and you notice there's something uniquely wrong with the wall. It looks to be pocked with lots, not a ton, but a significant enough amount of dream sand lack. As if somebody weakened all their defenses when they turned off all the dream sand.
Oh,
Somebody's taking advantage of that. Yep,
whoops.
that's fair.
Okay. Sorry, guys. That one might be on us.
No, don't tell them that. Keep that quiet.
I mean, Louisiana Imperial expanded.
We don't need to volunteer. Yeah, we don't want to volunteer that. to
Oh no,
everyone.
certainly not. Just oops.
Yeah.
As you're progressing along the train, a trio of griffins descend in your path. Stop the train! Stop! Stop the train! There's a war going on! Stop! As they start calling out to you and shouting with speaking horns as they land. They're like, you notice as you're looking out, they're not trying, they're on the track, but you can tell they're ready to kind of dart out of the way if you try to force your way through. You can see they seem to be trying to call out to you to tell you to stop. And you notice that these are storm griffins of the Great Khanate. The only people in all the countless realms that ride upon the backs of griffins.
Cool. Well, 7, do we slow down or you roll over them?
I'll slow down, but I'm not stopping. Not until we get close.
Getting closer. Stop the train!
I'm going to elbow Lucy to say, lean out and talk to him.
You're the diplomat.
Lucius,
I'm a ghost.
yeah. Lucius just leans out of the window. We're here. We mean no harm. We seek shelter.
Who are you? Whose banner do you fly?
Do these guys appear to be defending the city or attacking?
Yeah.
Insight's part of that.
You go ahead and lead that one.
Yep.
Lucius, but
I'll assist.
I will definitely assist on that one. Information feels critical here.
Oh, good. Lucius, re-roll that, please. Roll 1 to 4.
Yeah, that's really bad. Unfortunately, I don't think I really have a theme that'll help me here. Unfortunately. Or a trait that'll help. You guys are just gonna have to both successfully assist me to get me up to a 7. Oh, wait, hang on. This is an open roll?
Add your bond to me.
No, hang on. Is this insight? Sorry, is this an open roll?
It is not an open roll, no.
Then, okay, I don't get a bonus. Yeah, you guys are just gonna have to help.
Add your bond. You care about me, right?
Oh yeah, I suppose I could do that. I could
add
could
+2 or +2 the amount of the bond would increase. Rather, sorry.
That would only
you know what I mean.
Strengths of your bonds would add to the value.
Which I would say yeah. Which unfortunately would only be 1.
You only gave me a 1. I can't believe you.
I've done a number of different bonds with a number of different people. That's why.
Wow. See, that's how you get the harem ending, but that's actually the bad ending. All right. Jeez.
Right.
Mhm.
I have +3 bonds with all of you
Don't even
already.
trust me.
Like I
think it's because I keep
positive
forgetting to do bonds when we
with
rest.
all party members now.
That's my problem. I keep forgetting to do bonds when we rest.
I take it back.
Okay.
I have 2 bonds with you, Lucius, but I have 3 for
I have
7.
3 bonds with you.
So, yeah, if you both want to assist me, if either of you successfully assist, that gets me to a 7 and I will get something.
And you will add my bond to rest.
Which, by the way, I have to spend a Fabula.
I did assist, so +1 from me.
Where'd you throw that Fabula?
Okay, so
Oh, it's all the way
that
up
gets
there. So now I roll back and because it's a post. That's why it's not open.
Oh.
1 second. But same difference no matter what. Well, there you go.
Ah!
Say that again? What? Hold on. And one of them two of them they notice you're approaching, so they stay kind of in your, on the track, sort of, but they back up to give you a bit more time to figure out what you're doing. It gives this person time to kind of fly up, and they let the griffin kind of fly up next to you, they turn it around. No. Went this way. You turn around. There you go. They turn around, and then they land onto the sand, and you notice that the griffin is kind of galloping along the ground, and every so often you notice as it gallops, it pushes off with all its claws, and it flaps its wings a little bit. That kind of gives off a little bit more speed, and then as it's keeping up with the train. If you slow down, she'll slow down with you. If you speed up, she'll speed up. But she's moved a lot closer now, so you can see that the person riding, of course, is in golden connet colors. She is wearing the forest green, the leaf green, and the mountain orange colors of anyone who's from the Connaught, much as red and gold would signify someone from Coria Stellum. Who are you?
Well,
So
no one else again.
We are champions of Wokamal.
The Duchy? What are Duchy folk doing here?
Saving the world. You're welcome.
I am a wandering pilgrim.
Look, there's a war going on ahead of you. You need to turn back.
That's why I
Unfortunately,
come
one
in
of
today.
ours has landed there. Yeah, we have to go. We have to rescue her.
What?
One of our compatriots is stuck within that city.
Can't imagine how. The city's been under siege for a week. Not longer.
How long have we been traveling?
About
For a week.
3 or 4 days.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days.
Yeah.
5.5.
She arrived around the start of the siege.
He
Oh,
fell from the sky.
she what?
I stood, and Seven's gonna stick her head out the window. Our friend fell from the sky, casing an evil greater than you could ever know.
All right. Well, we're trying. We don't have the gate under. Well, damn it. Just
Are
slow
you
down.
attacking or are you defending? Fine. And she's gonna hit the brakes hard because she's pissed.
Ah! No, slow down. Hold on. No, they're not attacking. Just give me a second. Yes, haha, I'm bad at flying. Thank you. Eventually comes back to the train. Now look. We are here on orders of the Great Khan to seize the Sultanate and all its ill possessions. If you come here and you are not here to assist the Sultanate, and you wish to speak with one of our generals, I can bring you to the inner camp. But as for the rest of the city, I can't guarantee you that. This is a place at war, and the most we have is our foothold at the gate, and even then, we're being held in. So, if you want any more help than that, I can get you past the wall, but you're gonna run into the camp, and there's not much more else I can give you there. And before you get the bright idea of asking one of our griffins to go over, we're trying that already. But as you may notice, boom, as you hear loud cannons going off, there's a slight problem about flying over that fort.
Lucius just looks at Seven and says, "Well, then it's a good thing we didn't try to arrive from the air then."
Well, I mean, we were going to come down fast either way.
But considering the offer, Seven, that seems about as good as we're going to get.
Seems
I will
fine.
meet with your leaders.
We'll take it.
I just stick out an ear and it makes a thumbs up.
She gives a nod and then joins up with the others, and they get a little closer to the front of your train as you're moving along. You're facing this way, more likely, I should say. And as you're trundling along, they start flying a little ahead of you, and you can see that their heads are on a swivel, and they're kind of rocking back and forth, getting ready to be shot at and looking around. You notice all the cannons on this side have been destroyed. That's why they're not just pointing the cannons down at the camp and just bombarding the heck out of it. The one part of the wall is somewhat safe to approach by air.
They sort of did to this fortress what we did to that train we found. Remember when we blasted all the guns on one side of a train?
Yeah, just on a larger scale.
Just a larger scale version of that. Yep.
Eventually, I'll pull your thing. Oopsie. Entered into Fort Essus. As you get into an encampment, as you notice the fluttering banners of gold and green, mountain orange and leaf green. You can see it is just absolutely packed with troops, and there's like a griffin pen, and there's like palisade, like temporary blockades set up. And you can see that the whole of the city is waging its war. Oops.
Have all those cross-shaped wooden palisade things. You know, the quickly made barriers
Yeah.
that people defend. Yeah.
And you can see the shattered parts of various they've repurposed a lot of the destroyed constructs that they've run into and fashioned them into the wall. And you can see a lot of discarded, you can see some people walking Magispheres, but instead of walking to like an armory or anything, or you see anyone like attach them, you notice they're just taking them into like a tent that's kind of isolated from all the other ones. As it clearly dawns on you, these people probably don't use Magitech, so they don't know what to do with Magispheres. That's not how their magic works. So they're just collecting them, because what else are they going to do with them?
It's a thing for them to sack.
We could steal it and sell it, I guess, somewhere.
As Lucius is getting ready to get off the train, he looks to Vibius and Umbrenius and goes, Vibius, Umbrenius, when we step off this train, we're on battlefield footing.
Sir? Oh, not again.
I'm just going to come up to 7 and say, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
I'm going to look at that tent and say, no matter what, on the way back, we should raid that tent.
Totally.
We have stores on the train to refill, you and I.
Yeah.
Rightfully mine.
Lucius is... I'll say, you guys currently observe a shift in Lucius's demeanor that you've seen come out a handful of times in combat, but just seems to be where he's just operating now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, Lucius has switched to his wartime footing.
Like all business, yeah.
Yeah, this is all business right now. Like, he is in a war zone. He knows he's in a war zone. This is what he has studied and trained for.
I'm going to, I'm just going to, walk back over and give you a wink and say, you remind me of someone I used to know a long time ago suddenly. Looks good on you. Let's get moving.
Yeah, because that guy probably was on war footing all the damn time. I'm always at
Yeah.
war. You won the war. I'm always at war. Okay, Avantis.
Jeez.
7 would like to put on her patrician robe.
Oh, nice.
Correction, she'd like to put on the jewelry with a Radabar and fire.
Yeah.
Hey, man, been a while since you put that on.
She's mostly just
Let me see
taking
if I
the jewelry off of it and wearing it with her Radabar and robe. But yes.
I think I'm going to keep my current gear on, the pressurized Technomancer robes, because I need the defenses they give me. So.
Eventually, the person who escorted you is able to come back around to where you all are.
I'll get out and act like the envoy, and I say, my allies will be out presently. One moment, please.
Sure.
Give her a bow. Pardon the unusual armor. It came out of an ancient ruin out in the desert.
I believe it. She says as she looks over your garment.
It's pretty comfortable. The interior feels like silk. It's crazy.
I wonder how it doesn't steal your soul, though. You probably have a way to figure it out, though.
Didn't you know Darklanders have no soul to steal?
You're a Darklander? I thought you were from Wakamal.
No, our group is from Okamal, but I am Aether of the Darklands. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I step forward with a friendly hand extended for a handshake.
Will is part of it, as you try to convince her that
Sure.
you're the good kind of Darklander, the ones that rebel against the sorcerers, not a soldier of the sorcerers. That's what most
Right,
people would
well-
think. It's like, wait, what? It's like, no, I'm a good guy,
That was sort
Oh,
of the joke.
no.
I expected to get bad on this. Like, I thought it was funny. So, I'm okay with that. It's fine.
Hey, she may roll garbage. No.
Yeah. I rolled bad. It's a 3, so yeah.
You shake her hand with your ear.
Yeah.
It
Like, she
freaks her out.
probably doesn't want to shake my hand at all and steps away, yeah.
Yeah, you see her rest her hand a little bit on her sword at her belt, and it just points her chin at you. Let's see how the chief feels about a Darklander being here before we start acting like friends, huh?
Oh, and I thought we had hit it off so well already. Give her a wink.
I am the Griffin Knight Muna, and I know Darklanders.
You've never known a Darklander like me. And I give her a curtsy, even though I don't have a skirt on or whatever, and say, Aether of the Darklands, once again. But write that down. You'll hear stories about me one day.
I'm sure. And she looks. Or she keeps a steady. She looks up at the train, but she keeps giving you looks, like making sure you're not doing anything.
That's fine. If I'm making her feel uncomfortable, I'll step a little further away and examine the camp while I wait for everyone to come out.
Yep. Lucius will step out flanked by his men.
I thought you flunked your flanks.
Bit more space because there's a lot more. And you are.
I am Lucius. The last pilgrim of Mount Novio.
You're an Arcanist?
No, I am not. Though those that came before me were.
She kind of scratches her head a little bit as she clearly did the study action and seems very confused. But it is clear that her sharp veteran eye has assessed you, and she seems to know what Arcanum are, seems to understand what you're talking about, but that doesn't make her confusion any less present. It's like, that doesn't add up. How is that? He's not lying, so he's either crazy or something really weird happened. Sort of look on her face.
But you are familiar with the Arcanum.
Of course, we have Arcana. We have many Arcanum that dwell within the Connaught.
Well, we were on our way from a visit, a pilgrimage to the Grand Arcanum of Light out in the deserts.
So wonder you.
That is what brought us here.
And then she looks over at Zevin as you step out. As your garment looks. Actually, I'll give her a roll. Maybe she'll figure it out. She doesn't know. She looks at you, and it is clear that she is very wary of you. She looks very defensive, ready to fight. But she doesn't go into. It's clear she doesn't jump with malice aforethought. She's expecting you to start a fight. And then it dawns on you, to the uneducated eye, you look like a high-ranking Oscaran. With core stellium jewels and this Rodobaran ancient tech, you look like someone who works on the council. Who she's probably seen at least one of during this battle.
So you look like one of the enemy to her, yeah.
But, hey, you didn't start shooting at her, and you're not being a jerk, so maybe you're the nice one, if such a thing exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she's their guide through this land.
And you are Technomage?
I am Seven Demero, last sage of Radabara. You wish to take me to your leader, yes?
She does.
Okay.
Last
She's
say,
here.
what's Radabara?
Well, you have so much to learn. But we don't have time to teach you. We need to tell your leaders first.
You will tell it to me first, or I'll deny you entry.
Radabara is dead. Elskara was built upon its bones.
Willpower's part of it. You have +2 because that's actual history. That's truth. And you're just helping her remember what the actual truth is. Like, I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you what's actually true.
Can I?
Man,
I
let's
kind
see
of want
what.
to re-roll that D10 out of just pure pettiness.
I'll assist. Did you say willpower was part of it or insight only?
Willpower part of it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll assist.
I'll roll my insight. Insight.
Because why not, right?
Oh, I don't assist very well. I guess I'm just too
My
scary.
last couple insight rolls
Yeah.
are trash.
Yeah,
What is this?
Yeah, she rightfully is cautious of you. Even though you're friendly, you are actually a much scarier threat than your appearance would get. Although she doesn't understand why you're a threat. She thinks you're a threat for the wrong reason. The Griffin Knight kind of looks at all of you, and then walks up a little closer to Zevin. Looks over at your drone, looks back at you. If you come in peace and wish to speak with the general in the spirit of honor and the wisdom of spiritists, I will ask you to surrender your magic cannon while you visit him, as well as all your weapons, for I cannot, in good conscience, allow you in his presence armed.
I just shrug and I take out my staff and I
Oh, you're
hold
funny.
it out and I say, I'm getting this back, aren't I?
You hear her whistle and look over her shoulder, and you see a bunch of people kind of come over to reach out for Aether's spear. They know your face, and they know that if they try to steal it, they will be punished, she says with a very pointed glare at them. As the young guys kind of, like they jump when the Griffin Knight looks over at them, and they clearly are like, yeah, and they nod at you like, we're not going to, yeah.
I feel like the obvious, really funny joke is that, Lucius just says, "Oh, very well," and then proceeds to, dump all of his weapons.
Right.
Bolthorn spear, Coriostellum hoplite spear, ancient ice heavy spear, 3 different shields, diamond pistol,
a veritable golf bag of spears, yes.
yeah, just dumping a giant bag of weapons onto the
Oh my
ground.
god. Final Fantasy XIV Xenos Yagalva's called. He wants his golf bag of swords back.
Right. Yeah. Whereas little do they know, they're getting the staff of the Sorcerer King legendary staff that I'm carrying, but that's not even my main weapon. You can't disarm me of that.
Yeah.
You will find that I'm not very easily disarmed, if you will, as she looks down at her arm.
You cannot part with your weapon?
It is a part of me.
Then I will ask upon you to take part in an ancient ritual of peace bond. And I will tie upon you a connection to our guardian grand arcanum. And should you violate that peace, they will know your crime.
Very well.
She looks at you a beat, and it's clear she wasn't expecting you to agree to that. And then
She extends her mechanical arm, palm down. The crystals on her knuckles glimmer in the light.
she gestures and makes a whistle, and she makes some hand gestures. There's some weird looks from the other soldiers. She glares at them, and they jump to and they race off to grab what looks to be a rather thick bit of rope that is leaf green and mountain orange intertwined amongst themselves. And then every so often, there is what appear to be small bells attached to it. She very carefully looks at your arm, looks at the rope, and then she's with a quick swipe of her sword, she severs through a chunk of the rope, and she walks over and begins chanting. Aether, you understand what she's saying. She is speaking. It doesn't seem like she understands what she's saying. She's saying it like it's an incantation, which maybe that's how their magic works. She's basically saying an elemental, by the grand arcanum of earth, shall peace tie you to the ground. If you fail, so the earth will swallow you.
Okay.
And Zevin, as far as you're concerned, she's just chanting magic words at you, and she's tying the rope around your, like not tying your hands together, but wrapping the rope along your wrist. And then there's a bit of extra rope, so she ties it a little bit extra. You notice she actually takes the effort to make it look a little nice, to not disrupt the outfit too much. But it's clear you're peace minded. It's obvious you have a huge chunk of rope attached to your arm.
Yeah. As all of this is going on, Lucius would like to study this individual, because this is an individual that seems pretty
important,
pretty hefty, pretty would not want to mess with this person. I want to know who I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
Well, we already got the name.
Insight.
Open roll.
Sorry,
Yep.
what did you say the name was again? Moonian?
Muna.
Yeah, can we get that? Yeah, can we get that spelled?
You should be able to see her name on the thing.
And her entire stat block, if that roll is anything to go by.
I'll put it.
Jeez.
May as well just print out that stat block for us on Discord.
Yeah.
So she is a level 20 Griffin Knight.
Okay.
Griffin Knights are there are people who become various things in the Connaught who... Oh yeah, I'm going into too much detail there, sorry. Griffin Knight, level 20. Stats of... D10, D8, D8, D8.
Okay.
So D10 Dex, D8, and everything else.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Has significant amount of HP. I could calculate it up, but I wasn't expecting you to fight her at the moment.
Yeah.
Suffice to say, it's over 60 HP. In short. Somewhere between 60 and 120. I'd have to actually math it out.
Yeah, you don't have to math it out right now, but if you want to math it out for later.
Yeah. MP would be 50.
We'll just remember that I got this.
MP, mana points would be about 50. That wouldn't change, even with her higher level. She is traits of honorable, competent, stern, and brutal.
You can shorthand all that with stick up her butt. Okay, that wasn't that funny. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
She is immune to wind and resistant to fire.
Okay.
She has a sword attack and a crossbow attack. A hand crossbow attack, I should say. And she has special actions she can do while she's on her griffin. Basically, that griffin amounts to being her companion, except I would not turn it in I'd put it more in the line of like a perk more than a companion, because that's like her magical mount, essentially.
Or yeah, it'd probably be, if this was like a player, because I've considered doing a mounted build before in Fabula before. I've seen the suggestion be like this would almost be like a pilot thing.
Yeah, that'd be a good way to put it.
Because pilots can have a steed vehicle.
But you don't get any traits that she's disloyal or she's crafty or guileful or anything like that. That's not who she is. When you look at her, that's not the kind of person you see. Honor is a very important aspect of who she is.
Okay. That's good to know. That's important to know. And again, I don't expect to fight her, but I see a scary person. I see a person who seems to have martial prowess, and we're currently on battlefield footing, and we don't know how things are going to shake. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, we could roll a critical failure on that check with the general after all.
So peace bonded. He steps back, satisfied with her work. If you all follow me,
I'll even walk that way.
7 dismisses her gun back into the dream sand it came from.
I try to walk the way she walks.
Aether stays in her steps. Does everyone else comply with the direction?
Mhm. Griffin. Never seen one before.
You've flown with one, though. Ha 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 ha.
7 will stretch out her hand and Brinius to join him
That
by
was
her
bad,
side.
Corby, and you should feel bad.
What did he say?
Can Brinius join 7 by her side?
So you come to a massive tent that kind of looks like the magic tent you guys use, although it's in a far more yurt setup than your more Guacamolean Tyrion Sigeth sort of tent, command tent looking thing. Here you see that at its breadth there is a brace of reinforced walls and little guard towers that they made up, which are manned by a combination of spirits and kobolds who are watching you all carefully guide into the opening into the tent as the Griffinite gestures for you to enter inside.
I'll be like, do you want me to announce you two?
If you'd like.
Okay. I'll go in first.
Lucius has probably the better opinion. You're a Darklander, I'm Radhabaran.
Well, that's why I was going to make myself look like a functionary. I'm less important than you two.
Aether, you're not less important than us.
No, it's just an appearance thing.
I'll take the lead here.
Right. Well, I mean, by announcing you, I was trying to make you take the lead.
Yep.
That was the idea.
Lucius will walk ahead.
Okay, then.
You all enter the tent.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Trying to help.
Seated on a grand set of pillows and stretched out at his knees that are crossed in front of him is a massive low table scattered with maps and various markers. There's a stray magisphere that's half empty and still glowing softly with light energy from it, as it seems he's made some effort to use one of the magispheres as a tool. And the general himself is huge in bulk, armored in lamellar, layered plates of glimmering orange metal. You see at the table what appears to be a massive curved sword that dominates a good chunk of it directly in front of him. You can see that there is a huge leather skin that's kind of resting on it, that has its top open, and you see him set it down. And you can see this gentleman has a thick black beard with various ties and various edges of it in various colors. And his dark eyes kind of peer at you as his very rugged face kind of all squints together as if a rock was glaring at you.
Do I remember what she said the term for this, was he a general?
General.
General is the closest term you'd get, yeah.
Yes.
There's a local word they'd have, but you wouldn't know it. You're not from here.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
May I present Lord Lucius, the last pilgrim of Novio?
He nods in your direction.
General, me and my band have just arrived here at the city, seeking a wayward friend of ours. We merely seek as safe a passage as you could provide into the city. We understand that assurances of safety in the war zone is one that you cannot provide, nor would I expect it. But we simply wish to assure you that me and my compatriots mean you no harm. And we certainly do not desire to take a side in this conflict. To which I will, at this exact moment, I will spend a Fabula. If I am allowed to.
Throw it down.
Yep, okay. Throw it down. Cool. Because I'm not trying to ask for anything, like, insane. I'm not trying to ask for their assistance in getting our friend back or anything. I'm just asking, don't kill us. Don't, like... We'll stay out of your way to the best of our ability.
I, General Cavada, recognize in your spirit the trust of the Grand Arcanum of Fire. I see by the Ascaran bearing a peace bond of a Griffin Knight, Darklander, who shows no hunger for our meat, that I have reason not to slay you.
Additionally, the one whom we seek is also a favored of the Grand Arcanum of Light.
Such things I will entrust upon my vision rather than your word.
Lucius just nods.
Whom else passes by my camp into the city of the accursed fallen?
My closest allies, Vibius and Umbrinius, of course. My brothers in arms.
And last but never least, the wondrous Seven Demerol. I'll indicate our sand elf.
A claimant as the last Radabaran, if my Griffin Knight is to be believed.
And she is indeed correct.
Why do you not wage your war against us with your Askaran neighbors? You are both entrusted to the curses of Magitech. Think you would wish to resist our liberation of the land.
Not everyone who wields a spear is a friend, nor is everyone with a sword. They are tools. It's how you use them.
A tool that consumes souls is a tool worthy of destruction. As is the person who wields it.
The only dream sand that still exists is on my person.
And it
Every
responds
other bit.
to her soul.
And mine alone. It dies with me.
You admit to be a soul bender? A necromancer? In the face of a general of the Khanate, protector of spirits in the realms? I don't know if you're brave or foolish.
There are no more souls to bend.
I lay them to rest.
Hey, instead she has freed them all.
Will is part of it. To convince this man that Zevin is not an evil bender of souls. Yeah. +2, because you're not, again, you're not lying.
Yeah.
Then that's a 13.
I will roll my insight.
Oh.
Good timing.
God.
Good timing.
Huh?
And I believe that's also going to be an opportunity.
13.
I suppose if you were a dark tech sorceress, you would not so easily bind yourself to a Griffin Knight. I have no reason to think you have evil to bend upon the Khanate. Though I warn you, should I or any of my knights witness evil-doing, their longswords will not stay. But if what you say is true, there's nothing for you to worry.
We simply seek a lady of the House of Duncan.
House of Duncan?
The latest scion of a storied line of the truly greatest engineers of the countless realms.
And you are a small creature? I know you as a Darklander, but one that doesn't consume, does not lust for our meat.
Your Griffin Knight did not inform you of my name. I am Aether. And again, I give a curtsy with the edges of the pantaloons of my outfit. Aether of the Darklands. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, sir.
I presume you fight with the Archmage rather than the Sorceress, if you are so calm in manner.
Just him saying and mentioning Morwenna will have it cross my face apparent the depth of my disdain for her. I have hatred and mistrust of the sorceress Morwenna, and it shows apparent upon my face. And I practically want to spit in the corner, but I withhold myself for good manners. I say, I will not rest until the sorceress Morwenna rests deep within the earth as she deserves, all these long millennia ago.
Then these words spoken true by my eyes, you may go forth from our camp, rearmed, entrusted with your own souls. Do not raise arms against us, or in aid of the defilers. And you shall know no aggression from the Khanate. For our war is not with wandering vagabonds.
We're a little more official than vagabonds, aren't we?
Eh.
Well, I mean, we work for Wokomal, literally.
You serve the young Duke? He raises an eyebrow,
Indeed.
kind of surprised by that.
Well, indeed, he is our benefactor. He has teleported our train across the countless realms several times in aid of our adventures.
And we have done great services of the Duke.
Indeed.
In fact, there's a rather fetching statue of us now in the castle courtyard. It's quite nice.
Oh, you should see the house they got me. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
it's very
underground. It's really comfortable.
Then I shall communicate to the rest of my army that heroes of the castle that would pierce the horizon are here. And trust you will not turn your steel against us. For I know no ill of the Wokomal. I know they would not interfere in such matters as these. Retrieve your fellow hero. And I pray that the spirits will keep you from the ravages of this war.
Very well.
We give our most sincere thank you.
One last thing.
Hmm.
Where did you say she hailed from again?
The Isles of Tyrion Sigith.
Then I will tell you this. Since you are wearing the auspices of the Duke, I tell you that the Golden Khanate seeks to liberate Ascara from its evils, but also to bring order to the Isles of Tyrion Sigith. My army will not strike her down, but others of my banner might.
I'm not familiar with what's going on in Tyrion Sigith. There's something particularly bad going on there?
Lucius just seems to be running some mental calculus.
I've never been, or if I have, I don't remember it. It might have been a few thousand years ago. I don't know. It's all hazy past 40
And
years
with that grave warning upon his lips, you'll all have much to consider for the adventure ahead. To save your friend and to survive a battlefield, even though at least one side, supposedly, will not be warring with you.
Ooh, boy.
ago.
Gonna reload.
That was a pretty fun game.
Ooh, buddy.
I gotta say, Corby, you have a real gift for working in interesting adventures for when a player can't make it. I dig that.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool.
For all of you watching out there, thank you very much for watching. For those of you playing, thank you very much for playing. And see you again next time. Bye. Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna need to do that until like a few hours ago, so I had to pivot real quick. I was like, I mean, this was a story beat I was gonna do later, but I was like, I'll do it now.
This is cool.
I'll you know, because I needed to do something that didn't take you into the Golden Khanate directly, but still moved you forward in the plot. So.
Yep. Yeah. Like, now I'm starting to feel like we're getting into the Conet stuff, and it made sense for this to be a thing that happens as we get to the border of the two.